In December of 1968, you were part of the first human crew to orbit the moon, but you never got to set foot on it. This time should be different. This is the view you've trained for your entire life. Out here, you feel both infinite and incredibly small. You are further from home than any human has ever been, and yet, you've never been more aware of that precious blue dot in the sky. This is Astronaut POV. In this series, we put you in the helmet. And today, you are Jim Lovell, the commander of Apollo 13. Your mission was supposed to be the third human landing on the moon. What should be almost routine by now will turn out to be anything but. People are calling it a successful failure, but when you are 200,000 miles from home in a dying spacecraft, successful is the last word on your mind. You and your entire crew are on the verge of becoming a permanent monument in the lunar sky. And the story of how you get back, well, it's a journey we're going to take together, right from your seat in the command module. You'll experience the launch of the mighty Saturn V, feel the explosion that changes everything, and then solve a series of impossible challenges to bring yourself and your crew back home. It's the 11th of April 1970, launch day. You feel the energy at the Kennedy Space Center. It's electric. Your crew had a last-minute change. Your command module pilot, Ken Mattingly, was exposed to the measles. So Jack Swigert, the backup, is now sitting to your right. But you are ready. You've orbited the moon before on Apollo 8, and this time you're going to walk on it. The countdown hits 0, and you are now riding on top of a controlled explosion, generating 7.5 million pounds of thrust. The Saturn V doesn't so much fly as it bullies the sky into submission, and you're along for the most violent ride of your life. After an earth-shaking 12-minute climb, the engines cut out. And as suddenly as it began, the noise stops, and you are weightless in Earth's orbit. The first 2 days of the mission go as planned. The crew is settling into the rhythm of space, conducting checks, and even doing a TV broadcast for everyone back home. No one has the slightest clue that deep inside the spacecraft, a tiny, damaged wire inside an oxygen tank is a ticking time bomb. A flaw created long before you ever strapped into your seat. 55 hours into your mission, and Mission Control radios up a routine request. They need Jack to stir the cryogenic oxygen tanks. It is a standard procedure, something done on every flight. And then, a loud bang echoes through the ship. You feel the whole spacecraft shudder. Warning lights you've only ever seen in simulations are now your reality. You look at your crewmates, Jack Swigert and Fred Hayes. The first thought that comes to your mind is that Fred accidentally triggered a valve in the Aquarius, your lunar lander. But his face tells you he's just as confused as you are. Jack utters the now famous words into his headset.
Hey, Houston, we've had a problem here.
You look out your window, and what you see makes your blood run cold. You are venting something into space, a cloud of gas. It's your oxygen, your lifeblood. Back in Houston, the flight controllers see the horrifying story on their screens. Oxygen tank number 2 is dead. Soon you realize the explosion has also crippled your other tank. Without oxygen, you have no breathable air, no water, and no power for your command module, the Odyssey. The possibility of landing on the moon is gone in an instant. Your new mission is simply to survive. After intense discussions, Mission Control makes the call. You have to power down the Odyssey completely. Aquarius, your lunar module, now becomes your only hope. You will use it as a lifeboat, but how? Aquarius was designed to keep 2 men alive for 2 days on the surface of the moon. Now it has to sustain a crew of 3 for a 4-day journey back to Earth. It's a desperate move, and everyone on the ground concluded it is your only shot. It's getting cold. The temperature inside the module is dropping to near freezing, and you can see your breath. Condensation covers the walls. You have to ration water to just a few ounces a day. Fred is getting sick, developing a kidney infection. But your most urgent problem is the air you're breathing. The carbon dioxide you're all exhaling is building up to toxic levels. The Aquarius CO2 scrubbers cannot handle the load. The command module has plenty of spare canisters, but they're square. The openings of the lunar module CO2 scrubbing system are round. You are facing a square peg in a round hole problem, and your life depends on solving it. The brilliant minds in Houston devise a solution using only the items you have on board. A flight plan cover, plastic bags, and a whole lot of duct tape. They radio up the instructions. You and your crew get to work, building what looks like a makeshift mailbox. You secure it in place, and it works. The CO2 levels start to drop. But you're not out of the woods just yet. You have to perform a crucial engine burn to correct your course. Your main engine is out of the question. You have to use the descent engine of the Aquarius, an engine designed for a gentle lunar landing and not for course-correcting a crippled spacecraft. With debris from the explosion blocking your view of the stars, you can't use your primary navigation system. You have to use the one constant you have left, the sun. It's a high-stakes maneuver you have never practiced, a feat of manual flying that requires absolute precision. Using only your wristwatch and a few instructions from the ground, you time and execute a perfect burn. Your crew is now heading home. As you swing around the far side of the moon, radio contact with Earth goes silent. It's now just the 3 of you, in your tiny, cold lifeboat, gazing at the lunar surface you came so far to walk on. It's a beautiful yet agonizing moment, so close to your dream, but your only focus now is getting home. Landing on the moon just wasn't meant to happen this time around. You have survived for days in your lifeboat, but now you have to abandon it. The final hurdle is re-entry. You have to power the command module back up, which has been a frozen dead ship for days. The engineers in Houston wrote down a completely new procedure in just a few hours. However, there's a real fear that the condensation on the instruments will cause a short circuit, dooming you and your crew just minutes away from safety. With Odyssey back up and running, you jettison the service module, and for the first time, you see the catastrophic damage suffered during the explosion 4 days ago. An entire panel is gone. It is a miracle you're still alive. Then you say goodbye to your faithful lifeboat, the Aquarius, and brace yourself for the fiery plunge through Earth's atmosphere. The re-entry blackout is always tense. For the entire world holding its breath, these silent minutes stretch on forever. And then the jolt of splashdown, the South Pacific, you made it. Against all odds, you brought your crew home. Your journey as the commander of Apollo 13 is a testament to the fact that even when facing an impossible problem, human ingenuity, calm leadership, and teamwork can bring you home. It was a successful failure, and it remains one of humanity's greatest stories of survival. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of this astronaut POV concept, and if you'd like to see more. Also, if you have any suggestions for which mission or astronaut perspective you'd like to see next, let me know in the comments below. Remember to like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe for more.